Okay, this is a paint tutorial request by Crazy Twilight Fan 11, and she is wanting to learn how to edit Colorbook blanks. Let's go ahead and get started. First we're going to talk about the different blanks you're going to come across. The best blanks to keep are PNGs, GIFs, and bitmaps. Anything else probably is not going to work so well, and I'm going to show you why. Here we have a blank of Sailor Moon. Looks pretty decent. Looks like you can edit it no problem. If you had to find any flaw with it right away, it's small. But if you go ahead and use your paint bucket, you get that. 9 times out of 10, that's a JPEG. Can't use it. I mean, if you really want to, you can, but you're going to be killing yourself zooming in here and coloring in every little shade of white. It's not worth it. So if you find that right away, and you're not going to know until you download it, I'd discard it immediately. Another one you're going to come across, again, same thing, but when you color it in to check it, you're going to see there's this white outline. And again, if you really want to, you can go ahead and fix it, but it's going to leave it with a very unfinished, not very good quality finish. So again, I would not recommend this. You can fix it if you do have Adobe Photoshop. Same thing with the JPEG. But again, if you're limited to paint, I would highly get rid of it unless you have a friend who can help you out. Okay, here we have a really big one. I mean, you can just see the massive size here. Now, let's go ahead and test this one out. See how there's no lines? This one's fine. So these are the ones you want to look for. And again, most of the time these are going to be GIFs, bitmaps, or saved as a PNG if you find people who can create a Colorbook blank. But obviously this one's too big, and I'll show you what you can do real quick to tone it down unless you want to work on something this size. Really quick, really simple. Go to Edit, go to Select All, right click, go to Stretch and Screw. Alright, now you have the options of the stretching and screw. And what the screw is going to do is that helps you with degrees. That's a good little cheat for actually angling the picture, since it's not like in Adobe where you can make it spin in a circle if you want. So we just want to shrink the picture down. So simply all you're going to do, play whatever size you want, but what I end up always doing is a 50 by 50 ratio, and that's going to cut it in half. If you want it to grow, which can distort it, just make it a higher number. So we're going to click OK, and immediately shrunken picture. A little bit more easier to work with here. And then you just right click immediately, go to Copy. It's going to copy it as is with the shrunkenness. Go to File and New again. You don't want to save it, otherwise you're going to lose that nice big picture to play with at a later date if you want it that size. So go to No, right click again when you have your new paint open, paste, done. Okay, so let's make an edit. This is the Sailor Moon Colorbook link I use to edit into a Sailor Harley Moon. Well, I'm sorry, just Harley Moon. For a for fun picture I made on deviantart.com, and so I took this blank and I turned it into this. Now I know that can seem a little intimidating because it's like, oh my god, how did she go from this whole outfit to nothing? And the worst it's going to be is very time consuming. It's gonna take time. So all of the rules are gonna apply to whatever area you're editing: hair, eyes, arms, legs, clothes. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna try and make this short because it really doesn't need anything to be anything more than a one-parter. So let's go ahead and edit her up. Okay, so let's bring in the edges here. Or, you know what, we'll leave it alone. We'll fix her foot. There's a good thing to do here. Okay. So, obviously her foot's cut off. Curve is going to be your best friend when it comes to editing blanks, because this is what's giving you that fluid roundness. Straight lines, not going to give you that. Now, there are 5 point lines of girth, as it is, in paint. We'll just call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 times out of 10, the points available to you are going to be the size of the line in the blank. I'm going to eye it and say this is probably about a 3-pointer, so let's give it a shot. Always, when you're editing anything, do it in a different color from black, because otherwise you're going to get lost and you might get a little confused on what you just changed. Plus it helps when you're getting rid of lines you don't need. So I always choose red, but again, choose whatever you like, but just not black. Alright, so we'll go in, we'll go foot to foot, and then we're going to pull it down. Now, you're probably going to have to play with the curve tool a little bit before you start getting into these, because the curve tool has 2 points that allows you to shape it. So, there, now we have a foot again. We're just going to edit this out a little bit, make it a little bit more even. And like I always tell you, play around with it. So when you're satisfied with your edit, and you don't think you're going to be doing anything else, just go ahead, go to your paint bucket, go back to black, color in the red, color in the red, and there you go. And there you go, instant foot. There is a slight difference in size, so you might want to have gone maybe one more point up to 4, but it works for what we're doing, so it's okay. Alright, so here will be a good edit. We'll show you how to get rid of the outfit, because once you can make a base, you can really do anything. And again, this whole thing works no matter what you're editing. But let's say we wanted to get rid of her tail here and make it look like it's just that solid back bow. Just disconnect it. You could use the eraser. I like to use the brush tool. And I right click for white. I go in, disconnect it from the black, come down here, disconnect it from the black, fill it with white, and there you go, all gone. And you can go ahead and do it with the stars, etc., etc. Alright, so that's that, really. So here's the fun part. We're gonna get rid of her skirt, whole thing. We're gonna get her hips together. Alright, just zoom in to the area you want to get rid of. So here's like the top of her hip, here's the beginning of her leg. Again, get your curve line, pick your color, pick your size, which is going to more or less be the same size throughout the entire thing, and just play with curve tool. You can also do this zoomed out, but zooming in helps sometimes, so we'll do it for a zoom out example. And this is why you want to zoom in sometimes, so you can get it on the right point. Okay, and we'll just disconnect her skirt here. That way we don't lose that leg line, because if we were going to go ahead and do that without disconnecting here, that's what happens. Anything that's connected is going to disappear. Alright, so again, just come in here, disconnect that line. Make sure no other black points are connected, like up here, because it's very faint, but it's actually connected to this line. So just take your pen, get rid of that one little pixel. Okay, I missed a spot somewhere. We are human. Aha, here it is. Now I can't heavily stress enough that unlike in Adobe, if you have paint, and you've been doing this for a while, you'll know this, you only can undo something up to 3 moves ago. So we'll just open a new one, okay? So say I wanted to test this out, make sure it's clean. Alright, I do that and I go, oh, okay, one more. Okay, it's fine, it's good. Undo, undo, undo. You can't get that last undo. And if you just tried simply doing that, it's gone. So that's why it's always another reason, a good thing, to copy and paste the original thing. But let's try and finish her body up really fast. And again, this is just for an outline. You'll be able to eye it as you go. You'll figure out where the lines are and where it should follow. So don't be intimidated by it. Like I always say, explore, try things out. Okay, so it's not the best outline, but there you go.